And I want to repeat here once more. It has not been a year, not even a year, since Sarah Everard was murdered by a serving policeman. And the state, that includes the police of course, the state not just want us to forget, they want us to forget, but they want us to believe that they can protect us. And we say, we don't need your protection. We are not delicate. We can defend ourselves. And this is a movement that is defending itself. We know it's been a long march through the streets of London, but it's also been joyful. We've also had rage, we've had revolutionary rage, we've had joy, and we've had the happiness and the feelings of being together once again. So we have two more incredible speeches for you, and then we're going to have a very fun performance. So don't go away before that. So we now have Lana from the Kurdish Women's Assembly, who will give their 8th March statement today.
Throughout history, women have resisted against the many ways in which they have been silenced, pacified, dominated, murdered, and subjected to violence. Under capitalist modernity, enslavement, exploitation, and violence have only persevered. Everywhere, society, nature, freedom, equality, history, and culture are under material and spiritual attack. The 21st century has seen a global rise in women's organized resistance against patriarchy, sexism, fascism, militarism, and conservative ideologies. Women are resisting at the forefront of many social movements today. As the Kurdish women's movement in Europe, we believe in autonomous organization, self-defense, freedom, and a revolutionary democratic system against fascism and genocide. This has been stressed by our imprisoned leader, Abdullah Öcalan, who, against the patriarchal system's logic of shoot the women first, states instead, liberate the women first. As the Kurdish women's movement in Europe, we rallied in dozens of cities between March 1st to March 8th against femicide, political repression, imprisonment, genocide, ecocide, exploitation, and every form of patriarchal violence. We have rallied and will rally against the different causes in different countries. At each demonstration, we insist that the only solution against femicide is women's collective resistance. In Germany, we take to the streets, opposing the femicide against women in Shangal and Afrin, while thousands of Yazidi women remain missing nearly 8 years after the ISIS femicide. Every day, women in Afrin are murdered, violated, kidnapped under the fascist occupation of the Turkish state. We demand freedom for these women. In France, we take to the streets to once again condemn the murder of Sakine Cansız, Fidan Doğan, and Leyla Söylemez. We stand together against all political assassinations of women within liberation movements. The patriarchal system shamelessly attempts to annihilate the women that threaten its rule. We claim the legacy of the women who have been killed by the patriarchal systems, and we demand justice and accountability. In Switzerland, we take to the streets against the ecocide. Our home planet Earth is slowly dying, and this system is complicit in her death. Women are among the loudest voices against the capitalist policies that value profit over life. We must protect our Earth, our water, our future. Belgium, we take to the streets against the repression and torture in Turkish prisons around the world. Women working as activists, journalists, and politicians who choose resistance face state terror, criminalization, and prison sentences issued by reactionary courts. We are the voices of the thousands of women behind bars. In the Netherlands, we take to the streets against the Turkish state's use of chemical weapons in Kurdistan and the international community's silence on these war crimes. The OPCW makes itself complicit by remaining silent on this crime against humanity, and we demand action and responsibility. As in the United Kingdom, we are taking to the streets to protest the prolific rise of male violence. Around the world, violence against women has profoundly increased during the COVID-19 pandemic. We have clearly seen that this state is incapable of protecting women. We will protect ourselves. The 21st century will be the century of women. Against femicide, we defend the free woman and free society. We invite you to join our action with the slogan, resist, organize, live free.
We'll really appreciate it. Thank you. We are here joining our siblings across Aviala and the globe to resist and to rejoice. Today, the Latin Bloc is here to continue building a better world together. A world where we can all be safe and free from this rigid system based on racism, colonialism, imperialism, neoliberalism, and patriarchy. We stand united to protest about the ongoing violence against women and our non-binary comrades. A violence that feels twice as much as an immigrant in the UK and as a black and indigenous person in Latin America. A violence that kills 137 women a day globally at the hand of those they trusted at home and to whom the state failed to protect by marginalizing them and refusing to help them.
So, yeah.
I'm so sorry to cry. Latin woman is amazing, and they're so used to being underneath men. And I'm so sorry, but women it's the time to be risen. Because we are amazing as women, and please
right now.
We experience the cruelty of this rigid system with its patriarchal culture at our jobs, in the streets, in our homes, and in the hands of the murderous British state, often paying with our lives. We are here to call for a feminism that takes into account class, race, and support the liberation of all of us. A feminism that doesn't believe in second-class citizens. This is our home too! We endure.
You're stepping on it.
We endured the brutality in Latin America since colonial times because it is the same corrupt governments who are making our lives homeless, abusing our lands, exploiting us daily, all for their benefit and in the interest of political powers like the UK and the USA.
Fuck you,
Our countries are led by greedy and unscrupulous politicians that put profit and reputation before their people. It is because of these fucking leaders that communities and countries are sent into hardship and wars based on outdated patriarchal and neoliberalistic anti-values. You have no moral. Palestine, Somalia, Myanmar, and Ukraine, we are mourning with you. We're mourning with you. We are resisting with you. The only way we have to fight against this fucking rigid system is by organizing ourselves.
You are not
Coming together as equals like today, creating a world with our ideals based on values like compassion, respect, cooperation, justice, freedom, and honesty. Yes! Compass. Come, baby.
You are not alone.
All we need to do is imagine a better world and work together to make it a reality now.
We are
with you. We are with you. We stand here with all of you demanding the same thing. We want to live.
We want to live!
¡Vivas nos queremos!
¡Vivas nos queremos!
But we also want to say we will live.
We will live!
We will not just endure life in the UK defined by our struggles. We don't want to just survive, we deserve to thrive. Because migrant joy in a country like the UK is resistance. Please repeat after me. Fuck hostile policies.
Fuck hostile policies!
Fuck hostile policies!
Hostile policies!
Fuck this racist government.
Fuck this racist government!
We will take the streets.
We will take the streets!
We will live.
We will live!
We will thrive.
We will thrive!
We will resist.
We will resist!
Taking the streets in rage and in feminist joy, our liberations are tied to one another, sister. Repeat after me. If you touch one of us,
You touch one